I knew something was wrong the moment my phone died. One bar, then none. Just that little no-service icon mocking me from the top of the screen. The road was empty, too empty, like a scene from a post-apocalyptic movie, stretching into a horizon I couldn't see. My car had coughed, sputtered, and then died without so much as a warning light. Just silence. And then the fog. It rolled in from the surrounding fields, thick and heavy, wrapping around my stalled car like a damp, grey shroud. I couldn't see more than 10 feet in any direction. The world had shrunk to a tiny bubble of pavement and encroaching mist. It was a suffocating kind of quiet, the kind that makes you hear your own heartbeat pounding in your ears. That's when I heard it. Footsteps, slow, deliberate, the crunch of gravel on the shoulder of the road, not rushing, not hurried, careful, my breath hitched in my throat. I tried to reason with myself. It's just another person. Maybe their car broke down too. A friendly farmer from a nearby property. But the sound was all wrong. It was patient. I fumbled with the hood latch, popping it open as an excuse, a bit of stage play for an unseen audience. I pretended to peer at the engine, my hands trembling as I fiddled with a random hose. Just keep walking, I prayed. Please, just walk on by. He didn't. The footsteps stopped right beside my open door. I kept my head down, staring at the greasy engine block, my heart hammering against my ribs. Car trouble. The voice was smooth, deceptively normal. I risked a glance. He was leaning against the side of my car, arms crossed, and he was smiling. But it was too wide, a stretched, unnatural grin that didn't reach his eyes. His eyes were cold, watchful. I managed a nod, my throat too tight to speak. He waited, the silence stretched, thick and uncomfortable. Yeah, I finally croaked out, my voice a pathetic, shaky whisper. I shouldn't have spoken. The moment the sound left my lips, his smile widened, a flicker of something predatory in his gaze. He'd heard the fear. They always do. I'm pretty good with engines. Let me take a look, he offered, that same unnerving smile plastered on his face. He made a move toward the front of the car. No, it's okay, I said, a little too quickly. I've already called for a tow truck. A stupid lie. My phone was a useless brick in my pocket, but it was all I could think of. A tow truck. He chuckled, a low, humorless sound, out here. They won't come out this far, not in this fog, he insisted, stepping closer. Really, it's no trouble. That's when I saw his hands. They were resting on the fender of my car, just inches from me. They were clean, mostly, but under his fingernails and deep in the creases of his knuckles were stains. Dark, reddish-brown stains. Old stains. The kind you try to scrub away but that sink into your skin, a permanent reminder. My blood ran cold. This wasn't a good Samaritan. This was something else entirely. I took an involuntary step back, bumping into the driver's side door. He noticed. His smile vanished, replaced by that same cold, appraising look. He mirrored my movement, stepping closer, closing the small gap I had created. He leaned in, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper that slid like ice down my spine. No one drives this road anymore, he murmured, his breath smelling of stale coffee and something else, something metallic. I picked it for that very reason. Panic, pure and primal, shot through me. My mind went blank. There was no thought, only instinct. Run, I shoved past him, my shoulder slamming into his chest, and I ran. I didn't scream. There was no air in my lungs for it. My feet pounded against the wet asphalt, the fog swallowing me whole. I couldn't see where I was going. I just ran, blindly, desperately, into the grey abyss. I didn't get far. A hand clamped down on my arm, spinning me around. I stumbled, my ankle twisting, and fell hard onto the damp ground. The impact knocked the wind out of me. Through the swirling fog, I saw him standing over me, and then he knelt down, his movements calm, almost gentle. He brushed a strand of hair from my face, that awful, wide smile returning. "Don't worry," he whispered, his voice soothing, like he was comforting a frightened child. "No one ever finds them. They never found me either."